Have you ever looked at a world map and wondered how it all fits together? It looks like a giant, colorful jigsaw puzzle. Each piece is a country, with its own name, flag and rules, but is the world really as simple as the lines on a map? The truth is far more complex. The real story is about who truly holds the power to shape our lives and future. Your phone might be designed in one country, built in another, and assembled in a third. The price of petrol is set by deals made far away. The lines on the map tell one story, but invisible forces, money, technology, ideas, shape our world. A small nation with a vital resource can have more influence than a large, poor country. To understand the world, we must look beyond borders and see the hidden networks of influence. The puzzle is always changing, and its pieces are constantly in motion. Borders look neat on a map, but their history is anything but tidy. Many were drawn by powerful outsiders, often in distant capitals with little regard for the people living there. Straight lines cut through tribes and communities, leaving a legacy of conflict. Sometimes geography sets borders, rivers, mountains, but even these can be disputed. Antarctica stands apart, governed by treaty for peace and science, not owned by any country. In places like Kashmir or Cyprus, borders are fiercely contested, showing that lines on a map don't guarantee peace. Borders are real only if people agree on them or if power enforces them. Some are open and invisible, others are marked by walls and guards. They are the scars of history, shaped by conquest, treaties and geography. Borders tell a story of power and the ongoing struggle over who belongs where. They are more idea than physical reality. Owning land doesn't make you the most powerful player. True influence is a mix of military, economic and cultural power. Military might, like that of the US, China or Russia, projects force and shapes events worldwide. But armies are expensive. Economic power is just as crucial. Countries with strong economies like Germany or Japan can influence others through trade and investment. Money often speaks louder than weapons. Then there's cultural or soft power, the ability to attract and inspire. Hollywood, music and sports spread ideas and values, creating global influence. These powers are interconnected. Economies fund militaries, culture boosts economies, militaries protect trade. The most powerful nations balance all three. Relying on just one leaves a country vulnerable. The real game is mastering strength, wealth, and attraction. Power today is more complex than ever. Despite borders, we're bound by an invisible web of technology, trade, and human movement. The internet links continents, letting ideas and information flow instantly, ignoring physical borders. This connection brings new vulnerabilities, like cyber attacks that can cripple nations. Global trade means our daily lives depend on cooperation across countries. A drought or conflict far away can affect your breakfast or fuel prices. We're all customers in a single global marketplace. People move as tourists, workers, and migrants, weaving a rich human tapestry. They bring skills, ideas, and traditions, enriching societies and challenging old ideas of identity. This interconnectedness lifts millions from poverty and fosters global collaboration. But it also means crises. Financial crashes, pandemics, spread faster than ever. We're all passengers on the same ship, sharing a common destiny. The web that connects us means we float or sink together. Our future is undeniably linked. Power isn't just about countries anymore. Multinational corporations like Apple or Amazon have revenues bigger than many nations and can influence governments and lives worldwide. International organizations like the UN or WHO set global rules and coordinate responses to crises. NGOs such as the Red Cross or Amnesty International wield moral authority and mobilize global opinion. Financial institutions like the World Bank and IMF can dictate national policies through their loans and conditions. Even individuals, religious leaders, activists, or influencers can shape global agendas. Shadowy groups from terrorist networks to crime syndicates challenge state authority. The world stage is crowded with new actors, all competing for influence. Power is now shared among a diverse cast, not just countries. The rules of the game are changing. The world map will change again, shaped by new frontiers. Climate change threatens to erase nations and create millions of refugees, challenging borders and responsibility. Artificial intelligence is transforming everything. Who will control it? Governments or tech giants? An AI arms race could be more dangerous than the nuclear one. Space is the next frontier, with countries and companies racing to claim resources on the moon, Mars, and beyond. Old treaties are being tested as new players enter the game. These challenges, climate, AI, space, are global and can't be solved by any one country. They force us to rethink borders and sovereignty. The rules for these new territories are unwritten, full of opportunity and risk. The future will be shaped by how we respond together. The world is more than a collection of countries, it's a system of overlapping powers and deep connections. The lines on the map tell only part of the story. Money, data, and ideas matter just as much. Power is held by governments, corporations, organizations, and individuals. We're divided by borders but united by a global economy, information network, and shared environmental fate. The future could see stronger nation-states and harder borders, or more cooperation and shared authority. Most likely we'll see a mix. Some borders harden, others fade, and new powers emerge. The map of tomorrow may show not just land, but flows of data, resources, and influence. The world you inherit will be one of immense change and profound questions. Who should write the rules for the internet, AI, or space? How do we balance national interests with global needs? By understanding today's world, you're better equipped to shape tomorrow's. The future map isn't drawn yet, you and your generation will help create it.